35-25. Launch pass to Chambers is behind the back.
Did you ever think in your wildest dreams? I guess it is.
KJ to Chambers. Jam!
40 points in the first half for Tom Chambers.
Chambers to win the game. He's got it. Welcome back to Tom Chambers' Greatest Games. In this episode, we go back to Chambers' first season with the Phoenix Suns in 1989. With Chambers being the first ever unrestricted free agent signing, the Suns had high hopes that their big investment in him would pay off. Facing the Boston Celtics on the road, and with Phoenix not having won at the Boston Garden since 1979, Chambers and the Suns would need to bring their A game to have a chance at getting the W in the Garden. The Suns and Celtics would play a game of exchanging baskets, keeping the score within just a few points the entire game. But Chambers would shine in the fourth quarter, nearly taking over the game, making several clutch shots, finding the open man with timely passing, and staying perfect from the line. Behind Chambers' stellar play, the Suns would earn a historic win, and Chambers would be praised for his clutch plays and his complete game. Chambers' stat line for this game: 33 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 1 for 1 from the three-point, and a perfect 12 for 12 from the line. So let's go back to January 4th, 1989, the Phoenix Suns at the Boston Celtics.
The benches for the two clubs. Steve Kerr, a great story last year in college basketball. Eddie Johnson comes off that bench to the tune of about 20 points a game for Phoenix.
He starts firing as soon as he hits the floor. Good sixth man to
how about
really
that?
The ball
That's
club.
Interesting, isn't it? They're trying to change that this year. And they would like to forget about that trade, I'm sure.
That was 5 long years ago. Basketball years, that's a lot of time.
If we can, I'll be curious to see if we could get a shot of Earl Strom down on the floor right now. He, along with a lot of other people in this building, are cold. It is very cool in this building. He's calling up to Red Auerbach right now, asking him to turn the heat up.
Pay your bill, Red. Turn the heat up.
It is very nippy in the building here tonight. I'd be curious to see. The players were kidding around in the shoot-arounds before the game. Tim Perry of Phoenix said it was like playing outside. Chambers, good hustle play. Ainge kicks it out of bounds. Phoenix will get first shot here as we're underway. Kevin Johnson out of the pack. Chambers will get this one.
Oh, Reggie never got back to pick up Chambers.
In the first, we're tied at 6.
I wouldn't say an awful lot of defense being played here.
I haven't seen any yet. Reggie Lewis is going to pick up that foul on the drive, his first, and Chambers will go to the line.
Well, Chambers has excellent ability to put the ball on the floor and take it by even a much smaller man. And if Reggie's going to have success against him, he's got to go out and really challenge him, bend his knees, get down low, and challenge him on the dribble. A lot of people over the years have claimed that this guy is a ball hog and really isn't a team player, and I really haven't seen him an awful lot to make those kind of conclusions. But after watching him in a couple of All-Star games and seeing him play in playoff games, he has got some outstanding skills.
DJ trying to dump it out. Danny hits with 3. Front rims it. Dennis scrapping for the ball. Saves it. Picked off the floor by Parish. Danny for 3. Bounce pass Lang.
Wow. Those are the ones that you kind of depend upon to get all the rebounds in the fourth quarter.
Chambers the pull-up.
That's his range.
And he has great range, doesn't he? Gilliam misses, gets his own rebound, tries again. Follow goes from Chambers.
Just too many offensive rebounds that time.
Chambers, good double on Chambers. Johnson, though, wide open, and he hits it.
Johnson from Tom Chambers.
8 for Kevin Johnson. Nice effort by Brian Shaw. But the Celtics are down by 9 at the end of one, 36-27. Chambers hits the turnaround. Tom Chambers just had a strong game.
And he is so much bigger than Reggie Lohaus. That really is a great matchup for Phoenix to try and take advantage of.
Largest lead of the night for the Suns. It's 11.
Right now tonight.
Chambers draws a foul.
Inserted into the lineup during that trip. And seemingly holding his own is Ronnie Grandison in place of who's kind of taken Brad Lohaus' minutes. Grandison not nearly as potentially an effective offensive player. Seemingly can do a better job against some of the big guys. Can move his feet perhaps a little bit better on the press defense. And Jimmy Rodgers again searching for the right combinations to make it happen.
DJ stripped. Doesn't get it back. Eddie Johnson over to Horn. Oh, good play by Hornacek. Excellent hands. 10-point Suns lead. That's their first time in double figures. Reggie penetrates. Nice move. Man. 7-6. Kevin McHale will take it with 3 and hit it. 16 for McHale first half. And Boston's going to have 2 seconds to get another shot off. Our friend Woody just poked Dennis Johnson in the eye trying to hand him the ball. Oh, he did. Kevin got it again. A costly error by the Suns, and we've got a 4-point game at the half. Kevin Johnson, nowhere to go. Inside Chambers, and Danny Ainge reached in. Not liking the call by Bernie Fryer. It's going to be a 2-shot foul, they say, in the act of shooting. So Tom Chambers steps to the line.
They are very alert to the fact that Reggie Lewis is defending this man who has a big height advantage over him. Chambers is 6'10" and more like 6'11", and Reggie at the 6'6" mark. They say 6'7".
I mentioned his play earlier in All-Star games. That was a heck of a one right there. Ainge the loose ball underneath. Celtics can get to within 2. 10 minutes to go in the third. Picked off Chambers.
Not very many of those.
Kevin Johnson hits another one. 6 of 6 shooting.
He's a good little player.
Danny. Rebound, Gilliam and Chambers. Chambers alone on the break. Gilliam powers it up and hits it. Here's Johnson for 2.
That time Reggie got rooted behind the low post player, and not much he could do once the guy got the ball.
DJ, some room. The layup.
Suns not looking for DJ to penetrate that much. He's trying to take advantage of it.
Eddie Johnson answers quickly.
I'll tell you, old Eddie, when he gets it burning, baby, it's like the Chicago Fire. They don't put it out for days.
Danny knocks one down outside. See what you mean. Cotton just said, Eddie, go in there and get us about 6 quick points, will you? 73-70. Suns by 3. Chambers a 3.
He'll lay 1 or 2 of those at you of all game. Off the catch.
His third personal foul, first in the last 2 minutes.
Chambers was over talking, not to Larry Bird, but to. They changed the foul now. Giving it to Eddie Johnson rather than Tom Chambers.
Rookie foul, right?
Yeah.
We have played 3 here at the Garden, and we're even, 78 apiece. Final quarter coming up. Shaw weaves his way into the forecourt. Paxon, nice move.
Great hard push that time by Shaw. Made the defense retreat away from Paxon, and then he hit him right on the money.
Celtics' biggest lead since the first period.
There is action out there with this very aggressive second unit, making their presence felt. That you must learn if you're going to be a big man that he has no experience with from his college days.
McHale drains the fall away. Boy, Kevin has had a very solid game here tonight. Ryan's quick push. Grab, looks, finds it, hits it!
I'll tell you, he wants back in that lineup, and he's looking at the hoop every time he gets the ball.
7:26 left to go. Boston by 6. Kevin Johnson, Gilliam, Chambers, Eddie Johnson, Tyrone, Corbin on the floor for the Suns. Lohaus has got Chambers. Chambers, good quick first step.
Now, Lohaus that time would have been simply beaten on the play as he went out to challenge Chambers.
His third personal foul, first 17. Tom Chambers in the lineup. Has 2 shots.
One of the big problems for Brad Lohaus is really defending against quicker people out in the open court. And he's got the mobility and the foot speed to defend him. He just doesn't know how to do it yet. And he doesn't have the confidence that he knows how to do it. And also these other guys that are playing against him say, hey, he can't get out there. He's leaving me an open window to get the shot off.
Lohaus right up on Chambers. Chambers left open. Good look by Chambers to find Gilliam, and he hits on the baseline.
There's that little pick and roll play that the Celtics are having trouble with. That time 2 guys ended up with the guard. Nobody to the roll man. Put some real aggressiveness in that defense in the backcourt.
Chambers nowhere to go, but he got a foul.
Oh boy, that was on the ball. That was on the ball. That should have been a jump ball.
Anyhow, Chambers for 2. Halfway through the 4th, 94-89.
But you saw in that play, Lohaus was trying to bump Chambers. That's the worst thing you can try and do to a ball player that has good mobility and is able to put it on the floor. You've got to back off and not let that ball player feel you and get your left hand up, force him to go away from you, make him bring the ball to you. Never let him get a step on you going to the hoop. And if he does start to put it on the floor, angle him off the basket.
Chambers.
Grandison had his left hand down, and that's all that Chambers needs is what I call the open window to get that outside shot off and away.
4:30 to go. We've got a timeout. Boston by 5. Chambers puts it on the floor. The runner goes down. 29 for Tom Chambers.
Little pick and roll play that time for Chambers, boy, and as soon as he put the ball on the floor, he was to the hoop.
Suns are back to within 3. Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge are going to be coming in for Boston. McHale. Shaw, a couple of nice moves. Left-handed shot goes down.
Boy, did he have trouble finding the blue sky. This last 3 or 4 minutes of the ball game.
Chambers gets it.
Boy, they left him hanging out at the head of the key, and on the rotation, Danny had to jump him, and Chambers just blew right by him.
31 points and 12 rebounds for Tom Chambers here tonight.
Looking to the inside as much as possible.
Kevin tries it, long with it. Hornacek off the floor with a minute to go. The Suns a chance for the lead. Kevin Johnson finds Eddie Johnson, who buries it. And has a few words for the Celtic bench on the way up the floor. Boston takes a timeout. 59 seconds to go. The Suns leading by 1.
Went out there to pick up Chambers, who knew as soon as he had the catch that he had a clear alley right to the hoop. So good ball movement that time by the Suns. Now the Celtics, who have taken Grandison out of the ball game to give another offensive option in the form of Reggie Lewis.
Suns have outscored Boston 10-2 in the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Here comes DJ. Danny thought about it, finds Parish. Now Dennis looking inside to Kevin. Kevin pushed out by Chambers. Wants to go. Lost the ball on the way through. Loose. Hornacek saves it. Kevin, shoot it, Robert. Kevin Johnson's got the loose ball on the break. Hard push. Stripped by Ainge. Great hands by Danny Ainge. And Boston brings it up with a chance for the lead.
What a play that was.
Danny backs in. Stripped by Johnson. And Kevin McHale comes and commits the foul with 12 seconds to go on Hornacek.
Well, the Celtics went to their bread and butter, which is supposed to be Kevin McHale at this part of the game, but every team in the league knows that that's where it's going. Pushing the game, there are other things that you could go to, but I must say this, that with all the other things Jimmy Rodgers has been trying to do, change the style, what have you, this has got to rank at the bottom of his practice list. He's come up with another option for the last 2 minutes of the game. But that's what's fusing into every ball player. All you know as a coach, and you only can go as fast as the slowest important guy on the team is understanding what his role is.
Here we go. It comes to Danny. Chambers is on him. They go to Paxon, and a foul is called. Eddie Johnson committed it.
Suns foul was on number 8. Eddie Johnson is third personal foul.
Suns are over the limit. So Jim Paxon will go to the line for 2. It's 9 seconds to go. It's too early to miss one. You want to make them both, right?
That's absolutely right. You got to go make the both of them and then foul them immediately yourself. Actual fact, that's why Phoenix fouled them, figuring that Boston would have to come back and foul them, and they'd match them on the free throw line. And in the first half, Phoenix was pretty good. They were 12 for 12. I don't know how many they've missed so far in this game, but not many.
Jim got them both. And Phoenix will use one of their 3 remaining timeouts. The Celtics with no regular timeouts left, but they do have a 20-second timeout. Take the ball out under the basket.
Yep. Because they gained possession and called timeout.
Robert Parish to cover the inbounds pass. Here we go. Armen Gilliam to make it. Comes into Chambers. He's immediately fouled by Dennis Johnson. 1 second off the clock, and Chambers, who has not missed tonight at the free throw line, is back there again.
He's one of their best free throw shooters. 1 second off the clock. Now, I thought they would have had to put the ball in play at half court, but if you call a timeout after the ball has been inbounded, which is what I think they did, you must take the ball out underneath.
Here's the answer to your question, Tom. 25 of 26 from the line for the Suns. Chambers is 11 of 11. And he has 32 points. Tyrone Corbin in for Gilliam, who was on the court solely to make the inbounds pass.
Celtics have only 1 20-second timeout left.
A little smile on the face of Chambers, and he makes it. Here comes Brian Shaw. Ainge trying to free himself. Shaw is over the line. And Danny is fouled immediately by Hornacek with 2 seconds to go in the game. Now you got to think about missing one, huh?
Oh, absolutely. The Celtics had all their little people in there, with the exception of Robert Parish.
Boston will use that final 20 they have.
and out.
Around the bottom of the free throw line, that circle. And on the best side where you feel you have the, which is McHale's side right now, the best side you think you have the advantage. Let McHale put his back on Chambers and then have the ball come to that side.
Here it comes.
And exactly what happened, and it never hit the basket, and the Celtics lose possession of the ball.
And Cotton Fitzsimmons will use another one of his timeouts here.
Yep. And he's got to hit the rim with the ball, and
Phoenix has elected to take the ball out near side. Gilliam again will make the pass. Here we go. Into Hornacek. And that's going to do it. Danny Ainge got the bump, no whistle, and the Phoenix Suns, for the first time in 10 years, have won a game in the Boston Garden. Final score 106 Phoenix, 104 Boston. A big reason these Suns are 18-11 and 2-0 on this East Coast road trip, and that's Tom Chambers.
well, Chambers really is an excellent basketball player. We kept talking about him. A lot of people don't like him, but they got to love him when he makes plays like this. He just knew where the opening was and knew how to get the shot and take it strong to the hoop. And a key part in the ball game, you got to worry about fouling this guy because he's an excellent foul shooter.
Yep, had a three-point shot mixed in there. Tom Chambers really had a complete game for the Phoenix Suns tonight.